I want to ask you, Daniel, first, what your reaction is to the FDA and their ineffectual nature, and what do you think we can do to improve the situation? How do we improve the FDA?
Okay. Um, Back to continue what you were talking about, hydrogen oil is also where studies that are conducted that hydrogen oils, food that's made with hydrogen oil sometimes can take up to 50 days to digest. As far as the FDA is concerned, it's first off, it's completely defunded. They don't have that many employees, and it's also a revolving door for many people that are running the FDA work for large corporations such as Monsanto, AFB, and etc. First off, they need to eliminate the revolving door first, and then hire more employees.
Well, that would be excellent if we could actually get funding back into things like the FDA. And also, another big issue, which was also an issue in our last story, is corporate financing. Because insofar as salt, sugar, and fat, all of those food items that go into most of the food we eat are major industries, and those corporations also put a lot of funding into lobbying money and making sure that the FDA can't do what they were established to do in the first place. Jeff, what are your thoughts on the FDA and this story?
Oh, I was just wondering if the FDA even had a head, a department head, because most of the time you see a lot of these ineffectual agencies, they don't even have a leader. What was it? The ATF still doesn't have a leader. I think the Republicans are blocking them. And the newest news that I had heard is even the EPA nominee to run the EPA also blocked. So these agencies, they're not working by design. And that's kind of the real problem, is that you've got politics in the way of these appointments. And so that's kind of my explanation of why I think the agencies like the FDA are completely ineffectual. They don't work because conservatives want to point out, conservatives and corporatist Democrats, I'm not going to leave them out either. You're not getting away from me, conservative Democrats. I'm after you, all right? Because you guys are the ones that make it so that these agencies don't work, so that people can later on come back and say, look, government doesn't work. Let's defund it. Let's privatize it. Let's let the corporations regulate themselves. And that's kind of the whole point of defunding the FDA, because they want the corporations like Wrigley's, they want to police themselves so they can cut corners.
Yep.